Welcome to this video showing you how you can import deals from Dotloop, close and pay those deals out, and then see that information over in QuickBooks. So I have a loop here that I've created, and it's a purchase contract, purchase and under contract. And the important fields to fill out, if we look at the details, are the people. We want all the people on that transaction. We want the property address information. We want the financial details, including the commission percentage or amount for the sides that we're interested in. We want contract dates. So that loop is available in LOFT47 because it's under contract. If it was withdrawn, pre-offer, archived, terminated, it would not show up for import. So here we're going to click on the loop, and that shows us that information that we talked about, that important information. We're going to go ahead and hit Create Deal, and we're going to keep our eye just underneath the status area where we can see the loop is pending. It's now started. And now we have an imported deal. So we don't have to do any data entry at all. And the program understands everything right up to the accounts receivable required to close this deal. We've got all of our people on the transaction. We've got projected pay stubs for the agent. And that's based on the commission information, the allocation of the transaction, meaning the agent that's getting paid on the deal, and this information here, the end and the sell price drive volume production, as well as capturing GCI or gross commission. The deductions are pulled from the agent's profile, and in this case, the agent's on a 90-10 split with a donation fee. So if we wish to send out documentation related to this deal, we can hit the share button, enter the person that we'd like to send to. In my case, this could be a lawyer, it could be a title company. We've got templates to select from. So depending on what we want to go ahead and send out, I'm going to send out the financial summary. I can preview that. That'll show me all the tags, all the information filled in that we're looking for that $13,750. We can go ahead and add any templates we've created that we would like to have generated as PDFs by adding the PDF attachments. We could certainly do a cash disbursements authorization if that's what we're doing. And from the Dotloop loop, all of my documentation was also copied over into the transaction as well. So if I want to send documentation, I can go ahead and select any of those documents and go ahead and send this out. So the other thing I want to do, if I've shared this information with third parties and I want to track that, I can mark this as a shared deal. When I'm looking at my deals page, I can see statuses of my deal, shared, etc. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and approve this deal for payout. That's an internal financial approval that you are free to use if you're using LOFT47. Just have to decide if it fits into your workflow or not. I'm going to go ahead and add the deposit. I'm going to be putting this into my commission account. I'm going to say that this money came to us from the buyer, and perhaps I'm tracking a check number. This is going to create the receive money or deposit entry over in QuickBooks for me. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, I'll just double check here. If my agent owes me money over in QuickBooks, then that accounts receivable balance will also show up in the LOFT program. In this case, they don't owe me money, so I'm going to go ahead and just pay out this deal. Program will prompt me to close the deal. And I can either schedule posting over to QuickBooks, or I can just click the button to go ahead and post it over. Now, over in QuickBooks here, let's get that refreshed. QuickBooks is a little slow at the moment, but here we go. So over in QuickBooks, I don't need accountant settings, so I'll have that opened. Oof. All right, as Loft has posted all the accounting entries over to QuickBooks, we're going to head to the expenses page here, and that's going to show us the bill to pay. This is the payout to the agent. So we can see the entry that was created as soon as QuickBooks catches up. So here we can see all the accounting entries. So we have the top line gross commission that we've captured of $13,750. We've got a $75 charity holding fee that's posting to a charity holding liability account. We've got split fee income that is posting to our split fee income account. And you can see what we're doing here is we're hitting the profit and loss statement and we're clearing the balance sheet out at the same time, generating that net payable to the agent and referencing the information from the transaction. So this URL, if I wish to just open that in a new tab, that's going to take me from QuickBooks entry right back into the deal in Loft. The program is also showing us which bank account we need to be paying that bill from, as well as the property address and the deal number, ending 4 numbers of that deal number. Again, I right-clicked and opened that deal in another tab, and that just takes us back into that particular item in LOFT47. So the other thing that the program is doing, of course, which I mentioned, is we are tracking and creating all deposits. So if we go ahead and take a look at that commission bank account, we're going to see that deposit entry that was created. Let's sort by date here. So we can see $13,750 that we deposited from our buyer party in this case. Also a link back to the deal. So any entry that Loft is making into QuickBooks is always linked back so that you have an audit trail of what happened, when, and who did it. Of course, the other things that happen in QuickBooks are that the program is creating for me all of my accounting reporting, etc. So this is just completely automating all accounting entries related to any real estate transaction so that your users do not have to manually create accounting entries. This takes away duplication of effort. It also removes the possibility of keying errors or errors in posting items to the wrong account. And that is how you can import a deal from Dotloop, pay it out of Loft, and send it over to QuickBooks.